licensed immigration advisor coming live from Hamilton. So this is my 12th live session for the year. So it's pretty nice and bright. Not bright actually. Today it was raining and it was a very wet day that we had. But then yeah, we just keep going on with our business and with our life as usual. So um, thank you very much for all of you to come in. And before we start this live session, and while my beautiful team is coming online to support me, um, and join me in this live session, I'd like to start off with calling out my license number. It's 2018011050, and this is my license card. So yeah, so all immigration advisors are required to have state their license number, and are all advisors who are onshore and offshore providing immigration advice are supposed to have a license, and this is a guideline by immigration by the government of New Zealand. And yeah, so um, that's what it is. So before the questions start coming in, I'd like to just uh, you know talk about a couple of things. First of all, it's the July intake. Immigration New Zealand has told us very clearly that they're having a very high surge of applications. Hence, they're expecting applications to take anywhere between 8 to 12 weeks for processing. So if you're interested to make it to New Zealand for a certain intake, you have to plan at least, I'd say about 25 to 30 weeks ahead. So that's it's nearly for more than 6 months now you have to be prepared, and in advance you'll have to start your process. So if you're looking at the July intake, we've got exactly about 14 weeks. Most courses in July start in the second week of July. So if you're looking at a July intake, please be aware that you're running out of time, and we request and urge you to start your application immediately. Apply through us. We have a very good team who will send out your application immediately as soon as you send us all the documents. And for universities, it may take longer, but by and large, we're getting offers within about 2 weeks, with a few exceptions of here and there. Like for example, ARA, instead of Canterbury, is a bit caught up with applications, and over the last few sessions, we have been telling our own students as well that there are delays for offer letters. It's only one off, but otherwise, by and large, most institutions are coming back with an offer within about a week. And if your IELTS and everything is done, we can file your visa. And also if you're planning to come along with your family, with your partners and children, with your spouse and children, I would request you to start now, because once you submit the application, we don't know how long it's going to take. Tops, I think about 12 to 13 weeks is what we are assuming at the moment. Hence, we suggest you to please start your application right away. Right, and apart from that, I just want to let you know that July is the next big intake of the year. After Feb, July is the first big intake, second big intake in the year. So if you missed this, then most courses, especially at universities, are available only next February. So you will have to wait for nearly 8 months if you get delayed any further. So I request you guys to get started on. And before we get started, I'd like to let you guys know the ways you can contact us, because a lot of you might ask me the first question saying how to contact or what's the email address or whatever. So my the India toll-free number where you can reach us on is all those who are based in India only. So you can call us on 1-800-103-6525. The email ID to which you can write to is info@ajvglobal.com. If you're based in New Zealand, you can call, or if you are based overseas and want to reach our New Zealand office, you can call us on +642260522615. This comes straight to me. And if you have immigration related queries, you can write to immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com. I'll call out these numbers again through the session as well, once or twice. So we're getting questions coming in. So let's hop in. Before I start off with the questions, one thing, we got our first Bhutanese student visa yesterday. It is amazing to see the combination and the mix of backgrounds and nationalities that are actually coming to us and coming to New Zealand, are a part of AJV Funnel. So we've got our first Bhutanese students AIP yesterday. So congratulations. Himal, and I hope the others or other Bhutanese students who are watching this get feel encouraged to come to us, and we will certainly help you. Doesn't matter which part of the world you are, we will still help you get into New Zealand. If you're a good, genuine student, we'll definitely certainly help you. Yeah. So moving on to the questions. So the first question we have is from Latika Agarwal. Latika says, hello, ma'am. What do you think about sales and marketing specialization of graduate diploma in applied management for level 7 in Wellington at Welltech College? Is it a good course or not on behalf of job opportunity or PR? Team, can you please tell me? Okay, so my team is quickly given me an update the minute I told said Latika's name. So Latika, my team tells me that you're already in touch with one of my team members, but then you suddenly stopped responding. Yeah. So I wonder if there's a problem. Could you please connect with Valerine right away, because Valerine's having to, was trying to reach you, and apparently there's no response. Question. However, if you can quickly say hello to Valerine and confirm to me, my team will also confirm to me, and then I can come back to your question. Okay. We've told you guys a lot of times, yes, this is the free forum. We give out a lot of free information. But at the same time, when you're in touch with us for a long time, we expect you to basically come and join, become an AJV student and go ahead. You can't just keep asking for information and not give anything in return, right? So it has to be a two-way street. So we have provided you information. So if you can also show us in return that you're interested and you want to apply through us, it'll be good. Yeah. So Lavika, can I request you to please quickly connect with Valerine? And Valerine can then confirm to me if you have done so, and then I will answer your question. So I think that'll be a best way to handle this. Yeah. So all AJV students, if you're already working with us, please do mention with your question that you're already working with us. It's easier. See, this forum is mainly for AJV clients and students. So we'd love to provide you the information and a broader perspective, more on the lines of immigration advice, not just providing details about okay, whether this course is good or not, whether a particular course gives you the career objective or the pathway that you're looking at. That is what we are coming here week after week to talk to you, is to let you know whether you're making the right choices or not. Okay. And also it's a larger platform where you can hear feedback about other areas as well. So moving on, I will wait for Valerine to confirm if Latika has contacted. We'll go for the next question. Shraddha Pantha says working visa available. Shraddha, I'm Sharad, sorry. Sharad, I'm not sure if you're asking a question or you're telling me yes, working visas, direct open work visas are not available, if that's what you're asking for. So yeah. So you can, if you're interested to know about pathways, I'd suggest you please send us an email to immigration advisor at ajvglobal.com so that I can suggest what pathways are available for you depending on your profile. Okay. So we have the next question. Joshua the Sales says, good evening, ma'am. I am currently a level 7 graduate diploma sales and marketing student at MIT in Auckland in my last semester. Unfortunately, I'm not an AJV student, but I've been referred by Joshua Pereira. Okay, Joshua is one of our students, who's an AJV student. Would AJV be able to help me with my post-study work visa process, and then the time comes for my PR? Also, would I be entitled for a 3-year open search work visa? Okay. Joshua, thank you that you connected with us. We can certainly help you with your post-study work visa. This is for the information of all non-AJV students who are here in New Zealand. the advantage of you being an AJV student is that you get immigration advice while you're still a student. However, if you're a non-AJV student, you can definitely become an AJV client and seek advice to us after you finish your course. Okay. So the big advantage for AJV students is advice that they get free from even before they leave the home country, and throughout their course they get support, they get networking opportunities. In fact, there was another client of ours who just found a job through a posting that we have made on our group. So we have a lot of networking activities. In fact, we are planning for a trip to Christchurch. Me and my team are Virginia, who's customer service manager. We've been discussing this. So we do these events in every city so that our students get the opportunity to network. So if you're a non-AJV student, yes, you can start working with us, but however, towards the end of the course, when you're about to finish your course, you can sign up with us and process your work visa through us, and that's when you can start working through us and get ongoing immigration advice from there on. Okay, so that's the big advantage. So what happens is, a lot of times, uh, so many of our students are benefited by these networking opportunities and being an AJV student, and also most importantly, it's the support that you get from us. Yeah. So Joshua, I'll be happy to help you. My number is 0226052615. Send me a text right away if you can, and then I will connect with you tomorrow, and we'll see how to take this forward from there. Yeah. So I will wait for your text and we'll take it forward from there. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you very much. Um, Says I've sent a query on AJV website and have received an auto reply. Team, can you please forward this inquiry that you would have received? Marketing team, can you please flick that across to me, and I will speak to Joshua myself. Yeah. Okay. Next question. Okay, Joshua comes back and he says he got my contact information. That's great. Okay, so questions have stalled. People are still joining in, I see. Shibli, hi Shibli. Shibli is one of our students. Um, who, okay, so I think I have skipped one message there. It says Akshay Kumar. Akshay says, hi ma'am, because of terrorist attack, will there be any visa limitations? AJV client. Akshay, okay, Akshay is one of our clients. My team has just confirmed that he's awaiting offer for the October intake from our. Okay. Akshay, thank you so much. Thanks for confirming. I can see there's muscles over there, which you have mentioned. Yeah, you are a strong AJV client. Absolutely. So, yeah, Akshay, I don't know what you mean by visa limitation. Yes, Immigration New Zealand will be a little bit more alert in terms of giving visas and stuff like that. They don't want to invite unnecessary trouble. However, there's no policy changes. There is no cap, if that's what you're saying. If there is a quota or something, definitely there is nothing like that which has been announced. So I don't think there's anything for you to worry about. Yeah. There's been a steady growth of applications. I remember when I started off in this industry in 2005, there were only about 3,000 students that were coming, 3,000 applications that were made from India alone, and now it's gone like, in each year there's an increase in numbers. So New Zealand never, says, okay, we have so much and we're going to finish off. Yes, I heard Canada would do that. They have a cap and they have a quota, and that is the reason, they, after a certain time, they stop issuing visas. So New Zealand does not have that. We do welcome pretty much fine. Then we'll be certainly able to get you that visa for you. So don't worry about it. Yeah. So if you are already in touch with Madhvi, so good on you. So continue to work with us, and I'm sure you'll get there. Okay. Okay, Akshay. Thank you very much. I'm just gonna scroll down and see if you've got any other questions. Okay. Right. So we've got another one. We've got Shankar RC who says, hi ma'am, I've got an AIP. Thank you. I'm an AJV student. Thank you, sir. Shankar, thank you so much for coming in and putting that message. I know it's been such a relief In the past 2 3 days, we got a lot of approvals. The ones that were stuck in the queue because of the delays with INZ, a lot of them got approvals. In fact, all the ones who were coming online and talking to us about delays. In fact, most of those visas have come through. So, Shankar, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that you have come online to us to say thank you. And hope to see you when you're here in New Zealand. And yeah, and we'll be there to support you. Joshua, I got your message, so I will connect with. Congratulations to so many others who got the approvals of the past. Telling them um, how upset our students are. So it looks like there's been some movement there, and we got quite a few visas over the past 2 days, and I hope um, most of them come through quickly. So yeah, fingers crossed. But if you work with us with AJV, we are we have an understanding to be able to put decision ready files into the system. We've got that experience and understanding. We've got a very strong team. We've got senior people, myself, Nishanti and Arun. We have been in the industry for over 15 years now. We have very good understanding what immigration New Zealand is looking for, what New Zealand's looking for in a migrant, in a student. And we have ex-immigration officers working with us, who were working with Immigration New Zealand before, are now working with us at senior positions. And we have three licensed immigration advisors on board. So we're a very solid team to understand. To understand what immigration important and the key to be able to crack that visa for you guys. Yeah, and we are at a 91% visa success rate as on the last published data. But we have made our internal checks and we are great, as per New Zealand standards. Yeah, because the country itself is it's about 70% in terms of visa success rate. Okay. So I'm going to go on to the next question. We've got Vignesh Surya Narayana. He says, "Hi, I was trying to call you yesterday regarding my essential skills work visa. Can you please guide me?" Vignesh, I think I did respond to you yesterday after that, after this live session again, because I did send you an email following up on the assessment. So let's have a call. Um, say about I finish this live session by 10:30 New Zealand time, so we can talk after that. So I will give you a call, Vignesh, if you're going to be awake till then. Yeah, just leave me a text, and we will have a chat about this after this live session. Okay. Okay, so we've got, okay, my team just confirms to me that Latika has shared her details with Valorine. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Latika. Really appreciate it. This is what we want. We need you to also show your commitment towards us. And we'll be more than happy to answer your questions. So I'm going to go back to your question, Latika, which says, what about sales and marketing specialization, graduate diploma and applied management for level 7 at Tech College? Okay. So Latika, the sales and marketing program is a very, very good course. There is a lot of requirement for people in the sales and marketing area. Apart from that, I would suggest you to also pick up some papers apart from this, to do with which is a little generic in nature, which will have subjects like customer service and things like this. Because if i- after you finish your course, you'll be and if when you're applying for a resident visa, you will need to show that you're suitably qualified. Okay, so if you've got a business degree from India and doing a sales and marketing specialization in New Zealand, it's a great combination, because you'll be able to look for jobs across all specializations and not just in sales and marketing. So that is the beauty of the new policy that Immigration New Zealand has announced, which is there is no employer assisted visa anymore. It's only straight away 3 years post study work visa open. So in this, you can find a job in any of the areas. Doesn't matter. You can work for any employer. When you apply for a resident visa, it's not necessary that your job must only be related to what you've studied in New Zealand. It could be something that you studied in your home country. So that way you should be all right. And there are a lot of jobs in sales and marketing. And if you study the sales and marketing here in New Zealand, you will be able to understand how business works here. For example, sales is very, very different. Okay, there are no sales incentives here for people. There are people in India. We are a very heavy in terms of us. We are very high in pushing sales numbers. When you go to a mall, there'll be somebody constantly behind you nudging you to buy something. He's constantly saying, "Hey, ma'am, can I help you with something? Do you want something? Do you want something?" And they ensure that you buy something and leave. But New Zealand doesn't work like that. Sales is very different. They don't really tend to push things on you. They will offer you the service. They will first of all ask you. They'll say, "Are you all right there?" And then you will have to say, "Yes, I'm fine, I'm good all by myself." They'll just quietly move away and they will not do much about it. But unlike in India, for example, unless and until you buy and get something out, at least if you go into an electronic store, they'll ensure you at least get a headphone, before you leave. So there are very sales and numbers driven, but New Zealand market is not like that. They're not pushy in terms of sales. So that is something that you need to learn when you're here. Yeah. So this course will help you understand how businesses work here. Marketing is very, very classy. The way they do their marketing. In fact, the one of the best marketing things that plans that I come across is the radio. Every day I listen to the radio, and such amazing campaigns, which is nowhere close to what happens in, say, in India, for that matter. So yes, it's a good course. Yeah. And if you're passionate about sales and marketing, I think you should take it up. And Welltech is a good government polytechnic. And also going outside Auckland will give you that 2 years of post-study work visa when compared to, the 1 year if you study in Auckland. So I think overall it's a perfect you know perfect combination. So there's no problem, absolutely. Okay. Right. So we'll go to the next question. Latika, I hope I've answered that. If you still have any questions, once you send your papers in and your documents and get started with us, I'll be happy to pick up the phone and talk to you anytime once your application is started. Okay. So I'll be more than happy once you have officially become an HOV client. I don't mind speaking to you then personally and giving you more suggestions on how you can make a good course selection. Okay. Subjects basically of papers here. Okay, Latika, all the best. And Valerine is a good advisor. She'll help you through with the rest of the information. Okay, thank you. Moving on, we've got a question from Tamojit Nandi. He says, I wanted to reach you since almost a month, but I didn't get any reply from your side. Can you please get back to me? Time is running out. It's really urgent. Um, okay, so right. So Sai tells me that he's already talking to Tamojit. I hope that is sorted. If there's any specific query you would like me to answer, you can type it after you finish your call with Sai. Yeah. Sai just confirmed to me that he's talking to you. Great, no problem. Um, Vignesh, yeah, you're from Invercargill. I've made note of that. Let's have a chat after this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you. And Tamajit has also given his contact information. Sai is already on the call. Sorry about that, Tamajit. Looks like there was a mix-up and my team didn't contact you. Hopefully, Sai is one of our team leaders and hopefully he'll be able to sort out the query that you have. Okay. Next question is from Arul Lawrence. He says, how much time to take for a student visa after submission? Arul, are you one of our students? Team, can you please confirm if Arul's talking to any one of us, the sales or the service? Yeah, Arul, I just mentioned immigration in New Zealand is taking quite a bit of time. Yeah. So, you will need to work with someone who will be able to, keep a check on and constantly, check with immigration about what's happening. We do our efforts. Also, in certain instances, I, as an immigration advisor, represent applications, the ones especially that are a bit complicated. We've got a team of 3 immigration advisors. So if it's a complicated case, we represent it ourselves so that there's a faster outcome and there's a strong advocacy on the case. So, Arul, I think you please share your contact details if you're not working with us, and my team will be able to help you further. Yeah. Immigration New Zealand has, however, told us that things are about to change. Their processing timelines may come back to normal soon. Let's hope that it happens well and on time before the next big intake happens. Okay. Okay. Next question. Asa Parosab says, "Hi, I want to know about dentist license exams and scopes. Will you explain?" Okay. Asa, I'll be honest with you, we've not really worked with a lot of dentists. The programs, as you are aware, are very, very clinical in nature. What I would recommend is it's going to be very difficult for me to answer this in a platform like this. I will have to do research. We believe in giving information that we're very, very sure about. Okay. My team will reach out to you. Please share your details. Also, I would suggest you send me an email at immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com. I will look into this myself and see what is available, what can be suggested for you. If there is a pathway program where you can study and get a license at the end of it, we can examine all that. Yeah, so share your details with me, Asap, and we'll see how we can help you further. Okay, right. Oh, we've got Shipra Sharma who's come in. Hi, Shipra. Hope to see you next week. Yeah, hope most likely Virginia and myself will be there in Christchurch, and we will meet you then. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for coming diligently every week online and watching this live session. Okay. We've got Khan Raja who says, "Dear sir, I am Mohammad Ashrat. I am highly interested for joining your organization, Oil and Gas, as a field production operator, and I'm ready for an interview, either telephonic or desk interview as possible. Please give me a good chance for my bright career. Thank you very much." Um, Khan, I thank you for sharing your contact details. Yeah, thank you for coming. Um, sorry, Arshad, right? Yeah, thanks, Arshad. I would suggest you send your CV first to us because we are not an employment services company. We do provide migration services, and also we help international students to come to New Zealand and study. So we may be not able to place you directly in a company. However, we may be able to help you and see if you qualify for a job search visa under the skilled migrant category. Okay, so if you can please send us your CV and of your wife to immigration advisor at ajvglobal.com. We will assess and come back to you shortly. Yeah. All these emails that come to us on the immigration advisor ID, normally we try and respond within 48 hours. So please do send your CV and we will come back to you. Okay. Asa, thank you for your email ID. Please share your CV to the immigration advisor email address that I just mentioned to you. Okay. Right. Okay, next question. Neil Christopher D'Souza. Hi, on the basis of my previous work visa. Um, Neil, um, I think you are one of our AJV students, a very, very old one, right? And you have gone for the sports and exercise program, sports management program. So looks like you're back in India right now. Okay, that's good. So Neil, just I'm just trying to read a question. Okay, so I had a 1 year student visa and then 1 year post-study work visa, but I am now back in India as I did not manage to secure a permanent job in my field. Is it possible for me to apply for another work visa based on the new policies? Neil, what I would suggest you to do is if you can send me an email and let me have a look because if I will need to read the policy. Okay, just send me your post study work visa copy. You have my email address, right? So just send it across to me. I will have a look at it and I will advise if it's possible or not. So yeah, we can catch up. Also you can reach me on my WhatsApp number. Yeah, so just send me a message because I did try and email you a couple of times, but looks like you had gone back to India. So just um, share your okay. Neil confirms yes. Okay, Neil. So just send me your details. Send me the visa copy, and I'll have a look. You must have my email address. Just send it across to me, and I'll have a look. And I will advise on that. Okay. Okay. Right. So we'll just move on to the next question. Nikki Nikhil says my question is skipped. Okay. Let me just quickly check, Nikki. I think the some of the you know um Comments are I think they're just getting jumbled up a bit. Let me just scroll up and see if I missed your question. Sorry about that. Nikki says, okay. Team, I'm trying to look up, but if any of you can find Nikki's question, could you please paste that in the chat for me, please? Hmm. Oh, that's surprising. I think questions are getting mixed up a bit. Team, can you find that question? Or Nikki, if you can just paste your question again, it'll be great because I don't seem to find it. I just scrolled all the way up to all the comments that I got. I don't seem to be finding yours. Well, it's strange. Sometimes it just, oh no, it just looks like it just disappeared all over. Okay, just give me a second, Nikki. Um, Nikki, can you please paste your question again? Okay, right. I'll wait for you to do that. Or team, if you can just do that, it'll be great. Okay, so we have one more dentist who's come online, Roshan S. Nair. For dentist, ma'am, any scope? Roshan, as I just mentioned, dentist, it's a very clinical area of practice. So that is the reason there are definitely some alternate pathways. You could do something in oral public health, and we've got a couple of other subjects that are non-clinical in nature. Even to be a dental technician, you need to have a license here in New Zealand. So we will need to see if there are any other oral health kind of courses that are available we can help you with, and then depending on that, we can see how we can help you with the pathways further up. We need to see what you're interested in. So can I suggest you to send us an email at immigration advisor, and then I will see how we can help you. Also, if when my team connects with you, please speak to them and share your details with them so that we can examine further. uh, um, Nikki, I'm coming back to your question. Please put your question in again. It'll be great. Yeah. Okay. So we've got Sanjo Vincent who says for 2020 admission, which is the best time? Is graduate diploma enough for a PR? And I'm already with AJV for my masters for 2020 intake, but many of my this is for many of my friends. Sandro, as we said, Immigration New Zealand is taking time. If you're looking at the February, the applications are open way up till end of next year, so it doesn't matter. If you're interested to apply, we would suggest you go ahead and apply. With so much delays happening everywhere, the earlier the better. Okay, even if you put your application, say 6 to 8 months in advance, visa application, Immigration New Zealand's not going to say no because we are doing it well in advance so that we don't miss the intake. We have planned it in advance, so it's not a disadvantage. More or less, it's actually an advantage, and it'll be on your side. And we will fight it out with Immigration New Zealand and ensure that your visa comes in on time if you apply way ahead in time. Okay. So yes, please tell your friends. We'll be more than happy to help all your friends. Yes, and your second question about graduate diploma. Um, Getting a job is the most critical aspect over here in terms of your resident visa. Okay, it's not PR. PR comes after your resident visa. So, what is the most important thing is to get a work visa. Okay, so a graduate diploma will give you, if you study in Auckland, 1 year work visa, and outside Auckland, 2 years work visa. So, this post study work visa will give you the opportunity to find full time employment where you're suitably qualified and of a certain salary threshold of 52,000 New Zealand dollars per year. If you do that, and you have 160 points with various combinations of your age and your qualifications and everything, it's really perfect. So, our miracle combination is what we have seen is if you are studying a master's, right? And if you're studying a master's in Auckland and have found a job in Auckland, you'll you'll get 100. This is for a fresher who's got no experience. Okay, fresher straight out of college, you come here and do your masters and find yourself a job in Auckland. You will be able to qualify. Okay, 52,000 salary, skill job, and everything. But if you're not doing a masters and you're going for a graduate diploma or any other course, and but if you're doing it outside Auckland, then again that's magical combination because you get 30 points for finding a job outside Auckland. So this is what it is. Doesn't matter if you're in Auckland and you're not doing a masters, then you will need to gain points in various other areas like your spouse qualification or so so many other combinations. So what I'm trying to explain over here is it's not just one or two things that will combine together to qualify you for a resident visa. It's various things about your profile where you will be able to get points. Don't get hung up with the fact that, oh, I have to do only masters to qualify, or I have to do only this to qualify. No, that doesn't work like that. I have seen people with even no bachelor's degree, with just diplomas, who are able to qualify for a resident visa in combination with so many other things like spouse qualification, work experience in New Zealand, work experience in the area of absolute skill shortage. So there's so many things which you will come together to give you those points to get to that 160. Okay, so don't worry about a graduate diploma is a good course. I have many students who have been able to progress from there. Okay, so I think what you must focus is on doing a good course with good course content. That is the most important thing here. Okay, so I hope that is helpful, and thank you so much for working with AJV. We're very very glad to see students coming and working with us, and also coming on this live session to clarify your questions. It's really really great. Thank you very much for that. Okay. Oh, we have somebody else also who's saying question is skipped. Guys, I don't know. I'm not skipping any questions. I think they're just getting, they're just disappearing. Um, if can you, Peregrine, can you also please paste your question again? I'm sorry about it. I'm not doing anything. See, if you see my hands are here, I'm not doing anything. I think it's just some issue with Facebook or something like that. So just if you guys can paste your questions again, I'll be able to help you. Yeah. Okay. So I have Nikki's question that's come up. It says, need info of good colleges in Christchurch for graduate diploma in networking for level 7 course, and how many years will I get PSWV for level 7 course? Nikki, I hope that's the question. Um, First of all, Nikki, are you working with us? I'm not sure. Team, can you tell me if Nikki is working with us? So there are a few courses. Christchurch is a smaller town, so we don't have a lot of options. So if you are keen to go to Christchurch, yeah, it's a good place, a good city, a lot of opportunities. There's only one government polytechnic there, which is ARA. So most likely you'll be able to look at that if you're keen on going to Christchurch only. Yeah, Nikki. So if you're looking at any other options, when my team connects with you, yeah, okay, Nikki is already in touch with one of my team members. That's great. So yeah, Arrow Canterbury is the best option. Speak to Jagruti; she'll be able to help you further on this, Nikki. Okay. Okay. Next question, Amy Mohammed. Hi, I'm lack of 20 points, skill migrant category. If I marry, spouse criteria can cover 20 points. Mohammed, I'm not sure how you've assessed this. I would recommend, we would normally recommend, our inquiries to send us their CVs of yourself and of your spouse. Um, and if you can send that across, mm, then I will be able to assess and come back to you. Yeah, the ID is immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com. Send in your CV in yourself and of your spouse. At this stage, looks like you're not married. So yeah, so just send me your CV and I will assess and come back to you, Amy. Yep. Roshan, thank you so much for your email ID. Please send us also your CV for an assessment. Okay. Okay. We've got John Vasant who says, I'm a mechanical engineer with 10 years of experience in automobile field. That's great. Is there any scope for work for mechanical engineer and auto field. John, mechanical engineers are definitely in the long-term skill shortage list of New Zealand. So there is a possibility you might qualify for the skilled migrant category job search visa. So I would request you to also send me your CV and of your spouse for an assessment to immigration advisor at ajvglobal.com, and then I will be able to assess and come back to you on this further. Okay? Right. We've got a question from Tara Magar. Says, hi ma'am, which course is better amongst graduate diploma in early childhood education and masters in early childhood education for job perspectives and also study for permanent settlement after study? Thank you. Okay. Tara, team, can you please tell me if Tara is working with us? Yeah, Tara, I'll wait for my team to confirm that. In the meantime, we have got a question from Peregrine, which apparently I also skipped. I am not able to see those comments, but anyways. So Peregrine says, if I'm admitted in Jan 2020 intake for graduate diploma outside Auckland after graduating in 2011, I guess how will be my post-study permit? Peregrine, you will get if you're studying outside Auckland, you will be eligible for a 2 years post-study work visa. Okay. So, yeah, certainly, because unless the policy changes, which I'm not very sure, so these are all policy matters and it is not in our hands. But at this stage, I can tell you, as per the current policy, if you start your course in 2020, you will be eligible for a post-study work visa for 2 years because your course is outside Auckland and you're coming at a graduate diploma level 7. Okay. I hope I've answered that question. Team, can you please um, confirm about Tara? Because she's asked a very, very important and interesting question. So I'm just going to come back to your question in a bit, Tara. Okay, I've asked my team to. Okay, Tara, you're certainly not a signed up student with us, so I will just need to check with my girls, with my team if you are talking to anybody in our counseling team. Okay. Um, Arul Lawrence. Okay, looks like the same question is repeated. So I'll skip that one. Shipra Sharma says, hello, ma'am. It's really exciting that Arun sir and you are coming to Christchurch. Very excited to meet you. See you soon. Thank you so much, Shipra. We are also very excited to be there. And yeah, hope to see you there soon. And please ensure you bring your family along as well. It'll be good to say hi to Sanjay man as well. Okay? Yeah. Right. So the next question is Steven Marcelino. What is the requirement for permanent resident visa? Steven, hi. Thanks for coming online. So the resident visa, permanent resident. So first is the resident visa, and then it's the permanent resident visa. So the requirement is very simple. You need to have 160 points, and also apart from that, you will either have to have a master's degree from New Zealand or a full-time employment from New Zealand. So these 2 years masters should have completed, or full-time employment from a New Zealand employer. So that's the main criteria. So what I would suggest you to do is if you can please, so direct resident visas out of the way because of that policy. So now Immigration New Zealand is offering you an alternate pathway, which is called a skilled migrant category job search visa, where they let you to come to New Zealand for about 9 months to look for employment and tick off that criteria, the second criteria of having full-time employment. Okay. So what I could do is I can assess to see if you qualify for that visa. Please send us the CV of yourself and of your spouse, if you're married, to immigration advisor at ajvglobal.com. If you can send your CV, we will assess and come back to you. Okay. So, okay, that's about it. The next question is from, that's a YouTube query from Bhavna Alawat. Says, ma'am, is it too late for July intake? Can I still start my application process? Okay. Bhavna, my team just tells me that you are not answering. This is strange. You guys are coming online and asking us questions, and my team is coming back and telling me that you are not answering calls. Sorry, guys. Let me just adjust my chair a bit. Okay. Yeah. So, Bhavna, you will have to please. Can you quickly? Okay. Hoping that you will connect with Catherine. Yes, there is time for July intake, but you'll have to start now. You'll have to call Catherine now. Catherine, can you please try calling Bhavna and confirm to me once she has done that? Okay. Yeah, yeah, Bhavna, it is absolutely the right time for you to start for your July intake. And please get started. Don't delay any further. It is very, very important. Okay. Team, you all have not confirmed to me about Tara. If sales, can you please confirm if advisors? Okay. So, Tara, I am going to still answer this question because it's a very important question. A lot of people come to us who want to do, basically, who are teachers, who want to come and do an education related program. Okay. Now, please understand, if you're a teacher and want to teach in New Zealand, you cannot come and teach in New Zealand on an education program. You have to do a teaching program. A teaching program which leads to registration with the New Zealand Teachers Council. And there's only one course at this stage, which is the Graduate Diploma in Early Childhood Education, which is a 2-year program. And Tara, you have selected that course, which is a very, very good course. Okay. So there is a clear difference between the both of them. So if you do an education related program, then you will be able to find jobs in the other management and support roles in the education industry, except for teaching. Okay. So please be very, very careful when you make this course choice. I will be able to help you further in terms of how the settlement pathway works. If you share your details once, have a chat with one of my team members. The advisors will reach out to you. Have a chat with them, and I will be able to step in. Once you start working with us, I'll be able to step in and help you and clarify any other immigration related queries on that front. Okay. So it is very important because teachers, doctors, nurses, physiotherapists, pharmacists, these are all areas which need occupational registration, and they're very, very tricky. So you will need to work with someone who understands, who or can at least find out the relevant information and provide that to you guys. Okay. So please be very careful when you select your courses. I have seen some people coming for some terrible programs, teachers coming for courses that have no they tell us clearly that they want to teach, but unfortunately the course choices that they have made are absolutely wrong. So, and then they come here, struggle, have no other choice, and so it happens very, very rarely with our students because we insist they make the right course choice, and they do, good amount of research before they start their application. We don't have any of our students who come to New Zealand and then call us and ask, okay, what is the career perspective? Doesn't happen with our students. I have a lot of students who are non-AJV who call me and tell me, what, I've completed a bachelor's or graduate diploma in, say, business. What are my career perspectives? We don't have AJV students being so confused because they come in with a clear objective, they come in with a clear understanding of what kind of pathway. So yeah, so that's what it is. So you have to work with the people who can give you the right information and start guiding you right from the beginning in terms of job opportunities. Okay. So work with AJV. It's important that you work with somebody who's on the ground and who understands. Okay. So the next question, Latika comes back and says, "Thank you for your information. You're welcome, Latika, and I'm glad you connected with my team. They'll be able to help you further on, and I hope to see you in New Zealand whenever you make it. Yeah. Okay. So we've got Niranjan Madhusudan who says, "What is student visa processing time?" Okay, 6 to 8 weeks is just the visa application processing time, Niranjan. So yeah, I hope you're working with us. Team, can you please tell me if Niranjan's working with us and he's an HDB client? Okay, so we've got Arvind Sankar who says, Hi, connected with you in your last webcast regarding PGDBA from AIS. I wanted to know about this course and what would be the job opportunities once I'm done with it. Arvind, I did mention about the AIS program. It's one of the brilliant programs that I've come across because AIS was the only college that used to accept for MBAs with no experience or with very less experience. So the PGDBA is actually an offset of that course. It's the first year without the research element. It's an amazing program if you want to specialize in various areas. They have a range of papers that you can do. However, you have to do up to 20 papers in a 1 year course. So they have normally most colleges or most courses in the PGDBA, postgraduate diploma in applied management or applied business, has only about 8 papers where they have very small, big credits like 120 credits is what you will is the value of you studying a PG diploma. Okay, but when it comes to PGDBA at AIS, um, so that is 20 papers. So they have shorter credits, okay? If you have trouble with accounting, that may not be the right program for you because accounting is a compulsory paper. Okay, so that's the only thing I can tell you about the AIS program. Otherwise, it's an amazingly laid out program. It's got more specialization, more papers that you can do. That means you have more opportunities when you're going out for a job. But whereas in other schools you pick only about 8 papers, so it's a good course. But if you have trouble with accounting, that may not be the best option for you. Okay, so Arvind, please take care of that and decide about it. Tara says, sure, ma'am, thank you so much. Thank you so much, but can you please let me know how I can connect you? I am now in Nepal and about to start the process for July intake. Tara, my team will reach out to you. Okay. In the meantime, if you'd like, I would suggest you send us an email at info at ajvglobal.com. Okay. If you send us an email there, I will have one of our senior advisors reach out to you and connect with you because if you're looking at July intake, you have to start now. We do have a lot of Nepali clients, and it'll be great to have one more Nepali on, added to the group. So please do connect with my team, Tara, and they'll be able to help you further in this. Guys, Bhavna, my team is telling that you're disconnecting Catherine's call. They've been trying to reach you. Can you please call her back, Bhavna? See, this is the least we expect. If you're asking us questions and we are trying to reach out, if you don't, respond, it's very disheartening. Okay, so please, Bhavna, I would suggest if you can please call Catherine back immediately or send her a message if you're very busy right now to answer her calls. Just respond to her at least with a message. Okay, I hope you do that. Thank you very much. um you've got someone who's junior Etnin who says good morning, dear. It's good evening. Thank you very much, Junior. Good evening. Um, Latika Agarwal says, is Wellington City perfect for that course, or should I see any other course or college? Latika, I would we always keep telling our students, please do not select based on the city or anything else. Select based on the papers that you study because what is important is the papers. Okay, only a good course will lead you to good outcomes. Yes, moving outside Auckland is a good idea. Wellington's a good town. So I would suggest you stick to that option if you've made up your mind. Um, yeah, so I would suggest decide based on the course content. That's most important. Okay. Okay. Just quickly, just checking for any messages and updates. Okay, so we have somebody called Hanan Saif who says hi. Okay, hi Saif. Somebody is very angry with me. I don't know why. I keep getting these pop-ups that says looks like somebody's angry with me. I wonder why. Shweta, did I miss your question or something? I see an angry emoji there. Okay, let me get there. Guys, did I miss? Okay, Arvind, my team tells me that we were supposed to have a call about your course selection. Let us do that today. I'm sorry I couldn't do that earlier on. So, because you're already working with one of my team members, I will speak to you, Arvind, after this. Okay? Yeah. Uh, okay, we've got Jagdeep who says Jagdeep Jaggi. Okay, is Taranga City perfect for student and Toy or Homoy College? Yes, TOI is a very good school. It's a government polytechnic. There's no problem. Any city in New Zealand is good, guys, to study as long as the course is perfect. Okay, so I'd recommend you to focus on your course. Jagdeep, the Tauranga is a very nice town. In fact, I was there about 3 weeks ago. We went to a place called Papamoa and we did a seminar for some Nepali students. So, yes, it is a very good place. TOI, we have a very good working relationship with them, and they've got some amazing programs. So, yeah, so there's no problem with any of the government polytechnics in New Zealand. They're all very good, okay, in terms of quality. So, there's no problem, absolutely. So, don't worry, don't have to worry about that. Okay. We have somebody who's calling, who's saying, "Sister, I want to go." Okay, Saif, I really don't know what your question is. You will have to elaborate that a bit, yeah? Um, so we also have Arvind who's come back and said, "Will that program be recognized for openings in banks or to get bank jobs? Is there any other course that would suggest?" Arvind, banking jobs here in New Zealand are not like how it is back in India. I know you might think that there are any bank exams that you have to take. No, banking in New Zealand is again it's like a company. It's in the private sector, so it's like jobs in private sectors. So it doesn't. There are no specific bank exams or anything like that. So it depends on the role that you're applying for. You could be applying for an IT job at the bank. So you need to have IT skills for that. Yeah. So don't look at bank as how it would be in India for us. You need to do certain program exams and stuff like that. It doesn't work like that. It depends on the role that you're applying for. Okay, at a bank. So I'm gonna pick up the phone and talk to you, Arvind, and then we will help you further. You are an AGV client, so I will definitely pick up the phone and speak to you. So don't worry about it. Okay. Yes. Jagdeep says, please tell me about supply chain management course in New Zealand. Uh, Jagdeep, supply chain is in the long-term skill shortage list, and however, you will need to do a certain level program for that if you want to be recognized as per the long-term skill shortage list. It needs to be a SIPS program. Um, for the supply chain management, I have spoken to a couple of schools, and they advise that if you have experience in supply chain and procurement, only then it is best to do another supply chain program. It is better if you do not have a background in supply chain. We recommend you to do a generic program in applied management and not make your opportunities smaller by doing just a specific supply chain program. Okay. So my sincere suggestion is for you to do something more generic so that you'll be able to find jobs in either any of those areas if you don't find a job in one specific area. Because if you just do supply chain, then obviously you're stuck and you have to find a job in that area. So, or you have to find a job in something that you've already finished in your home country. So, but New Zealand employers would expect you to have local knowledge. So, a generic course will be able to help you give you the generic knowledge. Hence, I would recommend you to do that. Okay. Um, so we have Kiran Thomas who says a big thumbs up for AJV. Thank you. Kiran, we're really happy your approval has come through. I know in the past few sessions you were very stressed that your application. I I still remember the message that you sent me 2 days ago. That you how upset and disappointed you've been counting days. I know you've been counting days, and you send me a message saying it's been 100 days, But thank you so much for being patient. It's our job to keep, keep you motivated and up for this challenge. And I'm glad that you held on to us, and you continued to believe. So yeah, congratulations, and hope to see you in New Zealand very soon, Kiran. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to quickly scroll through the rest of the questions. We have come to the end of the session before my team tells me, okay, time up. I don't have that bell like Arun does. So I have to keep an eye on the time. Um, so Jagdeep says, tell me commerce stream course in TOEFL, which is helpful in New Zealand. TOI does have the applied management program, so that's a very, very good course. So if you've done a BCom, then I would suggest you to do the applied management program. Okay, Jagdeep, you'll have to get in touch with us. My team will reach out to you and share your details, and then I could possibly share more information with you on that. Okay. Okay, so we have the last question for the day is Shibin George. Hello, please tell me about cross-credit entry option in Bachelor's of Engineering majoring in mechanical in MIT. Um, right, so Shiblin, my team, um, uh, please tell me that if Shiblin is working with us. Shiblin, the program that you selected is an amazing program. MIT does have a very good mechanical department. We have very good working relationships with them. We have sent a lot of students into their MIT mechanical program. So my understanding is you want to do a cross credit because two reasons: either you're not able to get entry into graduate diploma, or you want your spouse to come along with you so that you meet the long-term skill shortage criteria. So this is possibly any one of the reasons that you want to select that. So what we will need to do is, for that we will need to look at you or your profile to see what percentage marks you have gained, and we need to put on a special application for the cross credit or the recognition of prior learning. Okay, that is what the process is. So what I would suggest is, when my team will reach out to you, please share your details. And cross credit applications will take longer, hence you will need to absolutely start like if possible. Okay, so Shibin, when my team reaches out to you, please share your details, and we can help you, because it's an amazing program, and you should work with somebody like us who understands these things. Okay, so please connect with us, and we pride in the fact, guys. I mean, there's no two ways about it. We're very, very proud of the fact of the knowledge that we have in New Zealand. We have got feedback from so many students who come to us and say, what, I was working with XYZ agencies, who are wiser and who are more, whatever, popular, who seem to be very, very wise, but they are not. So we have a lot of students who come to us. There are two of them who have also applied for visas, then realized that the agency did not give them proper advice. They have given them courses where the spouses are not eligible on a work visa. So it's all happened like that, and the student is stuck with one of our clients who's stuck here in New Zealand. I mean, not our clients, as in they've come for the spouse visa to us, and we've got another student as well who's about to start the process, and then realize that the spouse cannot accompany. So we have a lot of students struggling like that. So we would recommend you to please talk to us before you make a decision. Like we always keep saying, it is free information. We will provide you some information for you to trust us, for you to believe in us. After you believe us, then we will also expect you to work with us. We can't keep giving free advice. We are not we are not just an information desk. Yeah, we are a business. So we request you to work with us. We'll be more than happy to share all the information, but in return as well, if you can please work with us, it'll be great. We don't charge by and large for most student visa applicants, so please do talk to us before you take a call. Yeah, it doesn't matter if we don't have an office. It doesn't really matter. If you see all the profiles of all our team members, they all have nice smiley faces. We've got an amazing team of people. So we are recognized by the government of New Zealand. There are a lot of credentials that you can verify. You don't need an office and a desk to come and sit and talk to us. Everything can happen efficiently over phone and email. If you see, it's 9:30, it's 10:30 now in New Zealand. I'm online, and Arun comes online every week late in the evening to give you information on every Tuesdays. I come on every Thursdays. So this a company who's sitting with a desk in India not doing that. They're not giving you this factual information, this transparent information. So I request and urge all of you who are watching this live session or asking us questions and then disappear to please talk to us. Bhavna, please, I think you stop taking our calls, so please talk to Catherine. It'll be great if you can do that. Okay, so so for the rest of you, if I've skipped any questions, my team will reach out and we will be able to assist you. Thank you very much for being patient. I've gone way above my time, but it was an amazing session today. Thank you very much. Congratulations, all AJV students who have got visas who've been waiting for so long. I'm so glad you guys have held on. For the rest of you whose visas are still to happen, don't worry, it'll come through. For us, I think what's important at the moment is getting that visa. Doesn't matter if it takes longer. Getting that visa is the most important thing. So don't worry about it. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and see you next week, same time. Next week, maybe most likely from Christchurch. Yeah, because I'll be there in Christchurch. So let me hope to do this live session from there. Thank you very much, guys, and good night. Thank you.